Gravedigger against veterans Thermidor 2. Ways Chronic the Wedgehog.
It's the melees and time to meet the contenders. Here we have Chronic the Wedgehog working hard. We've got Sinclair C5 motors in there, which are quite powerful compared to other Roboteers, so that should give you a bit of speed. We're a bit worried about the polycarbonate casing because it's flexible and should be easily pierced. Beware, guys. Flipper, pneumatic flipper, axis at the back, piercer at the back, and flower pots. Why?
Well, we actually built it in the greenhouse, so we thought we'd use flower pots on top.
For the spirit of
keep with the image.
Yeah, looking good, guys. From Beer in Devon, you have done incredibly well. One flip, and that was it.
Yeah, we did try and turn him back over, but to no avail, really. The house robots moved in, and we stood back.
But would you have gone in, if the house robots hadn't been there, would you have gone in for more slaughter?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
You're not saving yourselves secretly for the finals.
No.
Because remember, we weren't particularly impressed by the polycarbonate. We talked about it earlier.
That's sort of like improved now. It's sort of holding out quite well.
Bit of buckling around that side, but we won't go there.
Yeah.
We won't go there. That's the bubble wrap side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, you've done very well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Come a few hours distance to get here, and good luck. Let's see you in those in the finals.
See what we can do.
We'll see what we can do.
Roboteers, stand by.
Is Chronic the Wedgehog the better prepared of the two heat finalists? Dave and John Lang, Mike Gardner, Thermidor 2, David Harding, Ian Harvey, young Eli Kirkpatrick. Of course, he knew what he was doing, Jules. It's a screwdriver with a screw. It's a bit of metal. Not brain surgery, Jules. Thermidor 2 has beaten 2 seeds so far. Women in the pits. Thermidor 2 against Chronic the Wedgehog. She'll kill me for that. Chronic the Wedgehog's flipper, and the flipper of Thermidor 2 is working. Now that was a concern for them. We know that one of the pincers was buckled earlier on. Well, they may not be at their most effective, but they are working. There's the flipper of Chronic the Wedgehog, and the flipper's locked there, look. Well, that's interesting. Locked tight together, and Thermidor 2's flipper up between the flanks of the Wedgehog's flipper. Getting underneath Thermidor 2. It's certainly the more aggressive here, I think, the Wedgehog on the attack. Getting in away from Thermidor 2. Now to come on another drive, look, in between the pincers. And certainly the more power belongs to Chronic the Wedgehog. That's evident there. Both flippers came into use. But it was Thermidor 2. The lobster was sent scurrying back. Chronic the Wedgehog. Oh, off comes his flipper. Well, I spoke too soon. Look at this. Buckled and torn from the front of the Wedgehog. Splendid stuff. Got sort of a half side on to Thermidor 2, and that's why the front flipper was bent and torn straight off. So all they can do now, I think, is buffet the Thermidor towards a pit, towards an arena spike, towards one of the house robots, towards the CPZ. They're trying to do that, actually. This is good driving by the Wedgehog boys, trying to force Thermidor 2 back. The driver of the team is Dave Lang, but time is running out. They've sustained more damage. May well go to the judges. They'll mark on damage, star control, and aggression. It's a terrific heat final. If it goes to the judges, what's happened here to Wedgehog? Thermidor's okay. The Wedgehog was spinning but not moving. I think they were immobilized. I think they lost control. They did. In come the house robots. You could just see that they started to spin around. Couldn't get any forward momentum. Moving sideways now because Dead Metal has them. Oh dear. And we need now a spiky display by the Wedgehog, and I don't think we're going to get it. I think the Wedgehog is heading for hibernation in the pit of the Robot Wars arena floor, because their Killalot has a grab. Oh, Matilda comes in. Matilda and the Hog together. Doesn't make pleasant thinking, but anyway, a Killalot, the top of your picture, there's Shunt again, and Dead Metal! And the Wedgehog! Come on, the Wedgehog! The Wedgehog! 99.
Well,
Chronic the Wedgehog are just roadkill. Thermidor are through to the series semi-finals. Well, you got past the Dark Destroyer, but you couldn't beat a lobster.
No, well, that's life, isn't it, really? We ended up going in ever decreasing circles and disappeared completely.
You lost it. Your little flipper paddle thing got sort of bit in half as
ripped
well,
off.
didn't it?
I got completely mashed.
What was your tactic? I mean, do you think you had a chance? Because you look like two fairly evenly matched robots now.
Yeah, we heard at the start they might have lost their flipper, but that was a bit of a pokey, I think.
You see, disinformation, we
It's
call
a red
it.
herring, not a lobster.
Will you come back and visit us again?
Definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely.
Nice to see you, lads. Nice to see you.